it's going to be signed if I can actually get him, and hopefully if we get like we did before, one of the Formula One stars over here when we was here some time ago, David Coulthard joined us and had a go and managed to put it in the wall, but that's a different story. But
is that the one with lots of pictures in it, Chris?
That's the one, yeah, and that was the weekend of the Dalek, okay?
Right.
Okay, so one more lap then behind the pace car before we let you boys loose with the GT12, the Schumacher and Mardaves, and thank you for that, Alan. The pace car here just coming out, so the pace car will be in on the next lap. There goes the pace car. It's a 1/10. You can see the difference in the scale. That the pace car is a 1/10 touring car, and the GT12 is built for indoor racing on carpet, two-wheel drive, just a smaller scale, and no overtaking, guys. Otherwise, you'll be off the rostrum. You'll be into the race director's office. So the pace car going to pull into the pits on the next lap in. So as soon as he gets next to the pits, we're going to have a 5-minute demonstration race for these guys. No overtaking. There are rules and penalties, regulations. In goes the pace car. Thank you, Stephen. And the black car that was leading the snake around, and there's two teammates there. No rules or regulations on the driver's rostrum. They're hunting for glory. The more people we get around the auditorium, the less their cooperation will be. You can see we've had a right crash there, right on the bus stop, the outside of the left-hand turn, and I tell you what, both looking for the same corner, and that looks like a car that's got a bit of damage to it now. That might need looking at between now and the next time he gets out there, and I tell you what, he will not be friends with the person that comes off the driver's rostrum. We'll watch the video of it a little bit later, and if we do have to award the cricket bat with a rusty nail in it and go and have a conversation with him, we will. Dear oh dear, no friends on that driver's rostrum until they get off and have a shake of hands or a grab of the throat, or one of the two. Okay, so now we have a gaggle of cars just going up towards the pit lane, just coming around the left-handed sided complex of the track here, and we're going to name some of the parts of the track here, so give a bit of realism as well. So we'll just watch the gaggle of cars coming down the back straight here. So they're onto the Gianetta straight, into the right-hander, the CML turn 1, into the Serpent hairpin, which is another right-hander, now into the left-hand side of the carousel, just coming up towards the dogleg in front of the driver's rostrum, through the bus stop. There they go, through the bus stop into the left-hand turn, center S. Oh, and a change of leadership now. It's a lime green coloured car that goes into the lead through the Schumacher right-hander, down the Gianetta straight into turns 1 again to complete another lap. So I now think I have the lap times coming up on the screen in front of me, but this is getting very tasty indeed. And the pace cars come out. The pace cars come out. Oh, and somebody goes into the back end of the pace car. That's going to be an insurance job. No overtaking, guys. No overtaking. The rules are out. The red lights are on. The pace car's on the track. We do believe that somebody's lost their false teeth, and we have to send a marshal out to pick up the 1/12 scale false teeth. As Stephen Lander now driving that pace car. That's not the guy that's standing next to me. We shrunk him down. We put him in the car. He's in there real. And as soon as we get the cameras working, we'll be able to give you some video footage. Okay, so we're going to pull the pace car in now. So the pace car comes into the pit lane, and we're off again. Oh, and now we got the white and orange with the black flashes on in the lead of this demo GT12 race onto the Gianetta straight towards turn 1, leans it into the right hand side, leaning on the suspension, and just kisses the apex, just a little bit too greedy, but you've got to trouble the apex to get some very valuable lap times in on this track here. And I tell you, this boy is on fire, not technically, but as far as the skill factor goes. Back onto the Gianetta straight, just coming past Alan. I think he's got a few things to say about our demo race in terms of the public arrive and drive.
Well, not just that, while you're looking at the track, the two gentlemen at the far end to my left, they are both the owners and directors of each manufacturer. We have Robin Schumacher from Schumacher UK and Mr. Chris Wilkinson from Mardave. So obviously they're talking and chatting and exchanging designs and prices for the future. No, they're not. What are they doing? They are racing. They're giving it everything they've got. They're both trying not to smile and giggle, especially Chris. Chris is a bit of a smiler. Robin is concentrating, taking absolutely no notice of what I'm saying. But which one's in the lead? That's what I don't know. Over to Chris.
Well, I can tell you it's none of them two, that's for sure. Okay, Robin actually is down in 3rd position, that's why he's concentrating so hard, but it always looks like that. He walks down the street looking like that. He's just a concentrator, he's a thinker, he's a lateral thinker. But you're right, Alan, and they were talking to each other until you mentioned we got Mardaves and Schumachers, and now they're just falling out with each other. Look, you can see on the driver's rostrum they're standing like 4 miles apart. Dear oh dear. Now then, there's a chap leading this race at the moment. We call him Windy Gale. He's been racing touring cars and Pro 10 and this scale of racing. Well, he was leading. I think he's just won that demo race. So we